Morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It's Monday morning and we have a new teacher for our week. This week, the teacher that leads us into every day's meditation is Iyanla Van Zandt. So let's get into it. Let's get into today's message. Welcome to a brand new week in which to create at your very highest potential. Every day is a blank canvas, a new opportunity to paint your life with the colors of your dreams. As we embark on this brand new week, let's take to heart the inspiring words of our teacher for this week, Iyanla Van Zandt. Somebody, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Danae, good morning. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. Linda, good morning. Happy Monday. Awesome seeing you. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to this new week, man. It's a little bit more about Iyanla Van Zandt. She is an American inspiration speaker. She's a lawyer, spiritual teacher, author, life coach, and television personality. Her life is filled with a wealth of experience from which she draws, along with the teachings that she was a student to along the way. Van Zandt was born in 1953 in the back of a taxi in Brooklyn. Her mother died when she was just 2 years old, after which she was raised by relatives. Her first husband was physically abusive, and she left him in 1980, taking along her 3 children. That certainly is a life filled with lots of things to learn from, if one is the kind of person who learns from things. I'm sure that you'll enjoy her wisdom as much as I do this week. So here's a thought to get your week started. She says, every day is your day if you claim it. If you wait for somebody else to make it for you, you are going to be disappointed. Every day is your day if you claim it. Iyanla says, each day focus your attention on what you want. Each day take one step that will bring you closer to what you want. All things are possible. The key is to identify it, claim it for yourself, and believe that you are worthy to have it. The next thought from her is, instead of running from what you don't want, walk with commitment to what you do desire. And just take a moment for that thought to saturate you. We can do this in one of 2 ways, she says. We can keep running from the things we don't want. That would mean our attention is on the things we don't want, the things we're running from. Or we can place our attention on the things we do want and deliberately, every day, take small steps towards the things that we do want. She says, focus on where you are going rather than being obsessed with where you've been. Last thought from her for today is, if you should encounter angry or unkind actions today, take a deep breath, reach deep within, and greet that lack of love with love. We can create from a place of fear, or we can create from a place of freedom. We can create by running away from what we don't want, or we can create by stepping boldly towards what it is that we do want. When fear is your biggest motivator, then you're always creating while looking over your shoulder, and the best that you can ever do is to become the best version of your scared self. Start every day this week by choosing who you're putting in the driver's seat. Will your fears be doing the driving this week, or your soul? If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's slip off into this week together, starting with the first few big breaths. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, become deeply aware of how every cell in your body is rising, and totally embrace the feeling of how every cell in your body is falling. At the start of the week, I love to remind you of what exactly it is that you're busy doing right now. You are literally being the teacher to this body. You are sitting this body down and letting this body know that here is how I want us to do this. Continue with your full body breathing while we have this quick conversation. A part of Yanla's message today is, we can create by running away from what we don't want. Or we can create by walking towards what it is that we do want. Creating in fear happens automatically, on autopilot whenever we are in a fear response, whenever we are in fight or flight. We create by trying to avoid the things that scare us. And it takes deliberate, conscious decision to turn it around, to say, hang on a moment. Do I want to always be creating while looking over my shoulder? Or do I want to turn towards what I do want and keep walking in that direction? We don't have the option to create by stepping towards what we want if we live in survival mode. When we are in fight or flight, especially when we spend most of our lives there, then only one of these options is available to us. Both only becomes available when we become good at stopping, taking a few big breaths, and settling this nervous system down. Now at least we have the option. We can still choose to create from a place of fear, but we also have the option to choose to create from freedom. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping this body stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. So as you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes stick over the edge and see yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. As we step into a brand new week, we're taking the opportunity to be intentional about how we walk into this week. Because when we are not being intentional, then we risk being on autopilot. And on autopilot, we might be reacting to the world in whatever old programming, whatever old patterns we've created in the past, reacting in the same old way, recreating the same old past again and again. So as we look into the week ahead, let's remind ourselves first of what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to walk through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just remind yourself of some of the things you want to get done this week, some of the places you want to go this week, some of the people you want to see this week. Create a clear picture of what your week looks like. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? What comes to mind for you when that question is asked? What are you creating this week? There's such a wide spectrum of how we create and what we could be creating. Let's simplify this as much as possible. Something or various things will capture your attention this week. Your attention will be locked on to something or various somethings, and everything that holds your attention, you're pouring energy into. This is like taking a watering bucket and watering plants. Wherever you direct that attention will grow. Whatever holds your attention this week will grow. And we can bring it back to today's message from Iyanla Vanzant. We can create by being focused on the things we don't want. Or we can create by being focused on the things that we do want. When we are focused on the things we don't want, we tend to pour a lot of our energy into these things that we don't want. Like watering the weeds that you don't want in your garden. Where will your attention go this week? So on the topic of what are you creating this week, will you be watering the things that you do want? Or will you be watering the things that you don't want? Where are you going to be deliberately placing your attention this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of this week. A couple of days forward, standing in the next weekend and looking back. If you were to look back over the week, what would your checklist look like? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got this done this week, I got that done this week. I got started on this one, I made progress on that one this week. Take just a moment to go through your checklist for the end of the week. Take your next big breath. Jan Van Zant's message today for our week ahead says, every day is your day if you claim it. Every day is your day if you claim it. And you can create by running away from the things you don't want, or you can create by forming a deeper understanding of what you do want. And slowly, every day, take deliberate steps towards what you do want. Are there any examples in your life, currently or recently, of you being fixated and focused on what you don't want, fighting against what you don't want, running away from what you don't want, or just even being unhappy about what you don't want? A very simple and good example of this is when there are so many things happening in the world that upset us. Things that we don't want to be happening in the world. How much unhappiness might we be carrying? because there are things happening in the world that we don't want. And does this unhappiness we might be carrying, does it prevent us from taking steps towards what we do want? It could also just be your attention captured in traffic while you're just driving your normal way. We tend to be surrounded by idiot drivers. Do the things you don't want, capture your attention so much that you're distracted from taking the steps towards what you do want? What might be your own example? Where have you fallen into the trap of being so unhappy about what you don't want that all your attention is consumed by the things you don't want? What's been your latest example? Take your next big breath. And perhaps you really work in an environment that you feel doesn't serve you. Perhaps you live in an environment with a lot of difficulty. And it would be hard in these environments to not have your attention hijacked by the negative things. But take a moment, whatever your environment you live in or work in, take a moment to identify what are things that I do want. And even while my life environment, my work environment, even while it may not be ideal, how do I identify in these places the things I do want? And take small steps every day, even just one step every day towards what it is that I do want. For your week ahead, create clarity. How do I take small steps every day this week towards what it is that I do want? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel yourself slipping all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time a few thoughts from Iyanla Vanzant for our week ahead. She says, every day is your day if you claim it. Every day is your day if you claim it. If you wait for somebody else to make it for you, you are going to be disappointed. Make every day your day by claiming it. She says, each day, focus your attention on what you want. Each day, take one step that will bring you closer to it. All things are possible. The key is to identify it, to claim it for yourself, and to believe that you are worthy of having it. Instead of running from what you don't want, walk with commitment towards what you do desire. Focus on where you are going rather than being obsessed with where you have been. Now there's a little piece here, a little sentence that I think we should take seriously. She says, the key is to identify it. Identify what you want. Claim it for yourself and believe that you are worthy of having it. Have you identified what it is you want? Have you written it down? Is it something you can look at regularly, like perhaps every morning before you decide how I step out this door, the steps that I will take? Where am I directing those steps? Do I have a clear idea of what I want? She says, claim it for yourself. And I do believe the best way to claim it for yourself is to write it down. This is what I want. And very importantly, the third step she mentions is believe that you are worthy of having it. It is very hard to take steps towards what we want if we don't believe that we are worthy of having it. The last thought for our week ahead from Iyanla Vanzant is to remember that what we encounter in the humans around us has got a lot more to do with those humans and who they are and what they're dealing with than what it has to do with us. She says, if you should encounter angry or unkind actions today, take a deep breath, reach deep within, and greet that lack of love with love. So often, when we deal with the humans around us, and we feel angry or disappointed in an interaction, it has the ability to derail us from the steps we're taking towards what we want. It's so easy to become stuck in a negative interaction with someone and start reacting to what we don't want instead of just taking the steps towards what we do want. Can we remember that other people's actions and other people's words tend to be all about who they are, where they come from, what they're dealing with? Can we remember that when we encounter unkind actions, to take a deep breath and greet that lack of love with more love, and simply bring our attention back to taking steps towards what it is that we do want? You can become the expression of your soul, or you can become the best version of your scared self. There's no right or wrong here. It's simply a choice between running from what we don't want or taking steps towards what we do want. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say mine, and you are invited to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to become clear about the steps that I want to take this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for helping me recognize the trap that I might have fallen into the week before and the week before that, where I got stuck focusing too much on what I don't want, trying to fight what I don't want. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the firm resolve to turn my attention towards what I do want, to make sure the water I pour this week goes only on the plants that I wish to grow this week. I won't waste any water on what I don't want in my life this week. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Wishing you a beautiful week. Spread your wings, fly off into the week, create at your highest potential. Michelle, good morning. It's great seeing you. Welcome to this new week. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sun Marie. Thank you, Danae. See you all again soon. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.